Welcome back to I Make Beer. Today we're exploring the refined and storied Altbier, a beer deeply rooted in the historic brewing traditions of Dusseldorf, Germany. Altbier, meaning old beer, refers to the traditional top fermentation methods used long before lagers took over in the brewing scene. This style combines the best of both worlds, the rich, complex malt character of an ale, balanced by the crisp, clean finish that we associate with lagers. What makes Altbier truly unique is its blend of ingredients and technique, using top fermenting ale yeast at cooler fermentation temperatures. Specialty malts contribute to their beautiful amber hue and create a layered malt profile that both approachable and intriguing. So let's take a deep dive into brewing this timeless classic, honoring the traditional methods and carefully selected ingredients. That gives Altbier its distinctive character. Let's head down to the brewery. We'll see how this one's done. See you at the tastings. We're going to be making a Altbier this time, Dusseldorf Altbier. This one, another one of the ones I have not made before. So I added in my salts and minerals. Parts per million are right here, and you guys can make your adjustments to your own water depending on the type of water that you use. I'm using distilled water on this one because my parts per million are a little bit lower for what I need for this beer than what my tap water is, so I went over to distilled water on this one. So recipe real quick. We're at temperature here. 8.5 pounds of Pilsner, 1 pound 2 ounces of Munich malt. Mine's 6L. 12 ounces of crystal caramel malt. Mine's a 50-60. I guess we'll call it 55. 12 ounces of Carafoam. And that's it. And then I'm using Tettnang at the 60-minute mark, Perle at 30, and then Saz at 15. We're doing a step mash on this one also. So we are at temperature for mash in. Looks like my salts are pretty dissolved, so we are going to mash in. All right, so we are raising the temperature to 144 for 30 minutes. Hey Siri, set a timer for 30 minutes. So we'll be back for our next step. Now we're raising the temperature up to 158. Hey Siri, set a timer for 20 minutes. And now we're going to raise the temperature to do the mash out, 168. All right, so the mash is over. I don't know if anybody else does this. I know some other home brewers that I know do this. Is they take a shot of whiskey or bourbon, mine's bourbon, and top it off with some wort. Now I haven't done this because I'm usually brewing in the morning, so I'm not drinking whiskey in the morning, but we're gonna do it now, as long as I don't burn myself. All right, we'll let that drain for a little while. I have my wort and whiskey. Now that's pretty good. So I'll be back after this drains. We'll get this up to boil, add in our first addition of hops. Our boil is started, we're adding our first addition of hops, which are 2 ounces of Tettnang. And these are 2.6% alpha acid. And we'll be back in 30 minutes. 30 minutes in, I'm now adding an ounce of Perle hops, and these ones are 5.2%. And then we'll be back in 15 minutes for our last addition of hops. 15 minutes left to boil, 1 ounce of Saaz. And then we are also adding our yeast nutrient and Wurfleck tablet. And we're also going to start running the wort through the pump. Get that all cleaned out. All right, the boil is over. We'll turn off the pump, turn off the heat. Oh no, wait a minute. Just don't want to turn off the pump. I want to keep the pump on. Altbier is 7B in the guidelines, beer guidelines. It's a traditional cold conditioned top fermenting beer from Dusseldorf that has a cleaner and smoother palate than is typical for most ales. Alt refers to old. Alt refers to the old style of brewing using top fermenting yeast that was common before bottom fermenting lagers brewing became popular. All right, so alt beer, most original gravity is 1044 to 1052. My original gravity was 1046. My final gravity is supposed to be between 1008 and 1014. My final gravity was 1011. ABV is 4.3 to 5.5. My ABV was 4.6. So we fell into all those guidelines. IBUs is 25 to 50. My IBUs were 37. And the SRM color is to be between 9 and 17. My SRM was 10. According to the BJCP guidelines, where this beer is within the numbers that we're supposed to be at. So we'll go into the visual of this. This is cloudy. I made a mistake on this. I should have fermented this cooler. I did not. I fermented this at like 68 degrees, and I should have fermented it around 60 degrees. So there was my one mistake. It did ferment fairly quickly. I think 7 days or so. So it is cloudy, but the color is good. I do like the color. Whitehead type bubbles. You're getting malt, a lot of malt aroma. Little hop character. Mouth feels good. It's got a lot of body to it. Carbonation's, I'd say medium. I would think it should be just a touch higher, but it is passable. So you're getting the malt on the nose, and you're definitely getting the malt in the flavor also. Some hop bitterness, but not as much as I believe there should be. There should be a little bit of hop bitterness, and this is not really giving me that. And I used Tettnang. I got 18 IBUs out of the Tettnang. At 60 minutes, I got German Perle, where my 30-minute edition, I got 13 IBUs out of that. And then I did an ounce of Saaz. At 15 minutes, I got 5 IBUs out of that. Our IBUs were 25 to 50. What did we say ours were? 37. Probably could have bumped that up to closer to the mid 40s. I think it would have been a better hop character on this. You are getting just like a slight nuttiness out of this, and it's way at the end. The malt character in this is really good. I like there's a few things going on in this one. So if you want, leave a comment down below. Any comment that you want to leave me, but if you want something that you want me to try, by all means, leave a comment. I'll look at it. I'll give it a shot if I can, if I haven't done it already more recently. Like and subscribe. Again, I appreciate you being here, watching the videos, commenting. comment more. I get a few people that are the routine commenters that I get questions and comments from all the time. But I want some comments from the people that I haven't heard from. So leave a comment. I'll get back to you. I always do. We're going to be making another beer very soon. Recipe is going to be down in the description below, along with a bunch of other things. If you like the video that you've seen, click up here, watch another one. Otherwise, enjoy your beers. Cheers. Peace.